There is a reality that most men don't want to think about. And that reality is that at least once in your life, you will probably get your ass beat really bad. It's the truth. I think that this is something that men need to prepare for. Myself being born and raised in the concrete jungle called New York City, I've been jumped a couple of times in my life, and I have gotten out of all of it. You know what I'm saying? And I've had a different situation where a guy was literally following me for a while when I was somewhere in the Bronx. I was walking. The Bronx is big, you know what I'm saying? So I was walking somewhere, and it took a couple of miles to get there. I've always walked for exercise, and if it's a nice sunny day, I walk. And I realized that this big dude was across the street, and he was eyeing me. And I was like, okay, he's following me. So I turned and I looked at him dead in the face, and then he looked away, like, and I stopped. That's when I stopped to let his ass know, like, I see you, dude. I see you, dude. And somebody like him would just run up on somebody if you're not paying attention. I did have my headphones on me. That's why I stopped wearing my headphones, because they look for unsuspecting victims. You have to have situational awareness. And I had my knife on me, and he went the other way when I stopped, and I was staring at him like, you're not going to get me, dude. You're not going to get me, dude. This turd over here in Cleveland has been beating men up for the last couple of years. Just picking anybody. He just run up on you and beat you down. He's like 6 foot something. I think he's 6'5", and he's a younger dude. He's a strong dude. He is literally a piece of shit. This is who he is. And if you are unarmed in 2025, there's something wrong with you. I don't know people like him have always existed. The knockout game has been going on for a long time. I don't know when it came into existence. Solomon said there's nothing new under the sun. This asshole right here needs to be he needs to be taken out with the trash. He really does. And a lot of you guys, you may be thinking to yourself, I did the other video where I talked about how this men can get taken by other men sexually. Yes, this does happen. This does happen. Some men think, oh, this only happens to women. No, it happens to some men too. It's the truth. It's the truth. So, at the bare minimum, everybody should have a knife, and everybody should be carrying a gun, because I would have been dealt with this guy on the street. I do not play with these turds, man. You are not going to put me in the hospital or kill me with your hands and your feet. People can be killed with your hands and your feet. It happens all the time. All the time. People get beat to death all the time. And this guy just keeps on getting released. He has a lot of screws loose. This is not a video advocating for violence. I'm surprised nobody hasn't taken this turd out. One of these days, he's going to pick on the wrong one, and that's going to be his final day on this earth. And I have no problem with this, because he's a turd. This guy is a very, very dangerous feral turd. This is who he is. And I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. This guy is way worse than Johnny Somali, and he lives in Cleveland. Why is this turd still on the planet? I don't get it. Cleveland? And he's doing this? Yeah.